Hi, it's Darryl here, answering any questions you've got on carbon neutrality, net zero, ESOS compliance, SECR compliance, science-based targets, and recently anything to do with TCFD, which is getting more and more popular. I love trying to answer your questions, and today's question is, Farah?
So today's question is, what is an ESOS evidence pack?
Okay, what is an ESOS evidence pack? It's there are some things it must contain. Okay, so there are some legal things it must contain, and as every single ESOS evidence pack is signed off by a qualified ESOS lead assessor, such as myself and what we do here, they will be able to advise you what's in there. Okay, because there are a few things that you must put in, otherwise it's not compliant. However, having said that, I've seen such a huge variety of ESOS evidence packs. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some are better than others, shall we say. Some are downright terrible. One came across my desk last week. You look at it and go, is that it? Is that it? Let me describe what we do and see if that helps you. A typical ESOS evidence pack will be 2 pages of exec sum. Okay, so you've got 2 pages that's designed for consumption by senior management. Say, look, this is what we did, this is what we found, this is what we recommend, these are the costs, these are the savings. Okay, so that's just useful for you to pass up the line. There's a 32-page longer exec summary. It's kind of like the exec sum on steroids, and that's got all your graphs and charts, cross correlations, league tables, etc. in. It's all of the stuff that you're going to want to know if you actually say, if senior management say, right, well, could you have a closer look at this? That's the document you really want to go to actually just get the data out and just say, look, here's the data I need for the calculations you're going to do, and for example, to justify the business case. Then we tend to do a batch of reports, and there's various different components of it. One is always transport, so we do a separate report on transport. They vary in length. 20 pages is not unusual, and that's got a lot of raw data in, and we use that. If you want to do more detailed sort of calculations from the exec sum and go into the deep dive, you can use that. And B, as audit trail, so that if you want to just make sure that all the numbers stack up, you can use that to say, well, look, they do if you add up this, etc. There. And then you've got site reports. So when we do audits, you typically get one audit per, one report per site. They're typically around about, I don't know, they vary in length, 30 to 50 pages each. Okay, one of those. And the last couple of things are housekeeping parts. You've then got the audit plan, assessment plan. That document there just says, what's the scope of the project, which sites are we going to audit, why we've chosen those, etc., who the auditor is, what the audit dates are going to be, etc., etc., etc. And then critically, you've got the sign-off document. You might get other bits and bobs, but you might get letters of aggregation, disaggregation, etc. But you've got the sign-off document at the bottom there. So our evidence packs they're quite long. Typically about 150, 200 pages or thereabouts, about that thick. But you'd never read all that, not unless you particularly struggle sleeping. What you would do is you'd definitely read the exec sum, probably read some of that, and then these you'd refer to as and when you need. And it was before your time, before you started here, but we used to print these off and give them to clients, and they were just massive. And we used to be getting through so much paper, and it was counterintuitive. We're there trying to save the planet, doing our bit for the environment, and yet we were churning through paper at a massive, massive rate, reams and reams and reams per day. And then one day we just moved straight across to PDF. So these for us now are just PDF into the files area of PLATO. And it just saved such a huge amount of paper and a lot of work. So before your time, back in the good old days, that was. So there you go. That's what an ESOS evidence pack is. You are required to keep them safe. You are required to record where they're kept. The Environment Agency want you to circulate them internally. Certainly, yes, this not over, unless it's relevant, I wouldn't bother circulating that. But the idea is that once you've got it, you then make use of it within the company. That's the plan. So that's an ESOS evidence pack. As I say, if you came to my desk, about that thick if you printed it all out, but I wouldn't necessarily print it all out. There you go. That's what. How was that far? Is that okay?
Yeah. I just hope that they actually read it.
That's true, actually. True. I sent a 150-page report to one guy, and he came back literally in about 3 minutes and said, yeah. Thought, well, you never read it, have you? So, so there you go. I hope that was useful. As I say, if you've got any questions you think you'd like answered, pop them through to one of the team here. We do our best, and I'll see you next time.